everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're joining me for the very first time, please click that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. So I've got a little bit more movie news for you guys today. So let's get started with the first article here that comes to us from Variety. The Lord of the Rings Amazon series sets premiere date and drops the first look image. I'll get into the image a little bit more here in a minute. The Lord of the Rings series at Amazon officially has a premiere date. The highly anticipated epic fantasy series will debut on the streamer on September 2nd, 2022, with new episodes dropping weekly after that. Filming was completed on the first season of the show on August 2nd in New Zealand. Amazon has also released the first official image from the series, which can be seen above, and it can also be seen here in the slideshow here in a second. Little is known about the plot of the series to date, including its official title, but it is known that it will take place during the so-called Second Age, thousands of years prior to the events of both the Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit. The series follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared reemergence of evil to Middle-earth. The journey begins September 2nd, 2022, with the premiere of our original The Lord of the Rings series on Prime Video. Of course, this show has been infamously known throughout the YouTube circles and Hollywood in general for being known as being one of the most expensive productions there is at about $500 million. And this is the first image from this series here. And of course, if this image is to be believed as what it is here, they have clearly spent every dime on this series to make it look and feel like the Lord of the Rings. So, I mean, it's good to see that they've finally put out a premiere date for this series here on Amazon Prime Video. I don't have Amazon Prime personally, but it might be something I might need to look into personally because I order a lot of stuff from Amazon anyway. I heard you don't get any shipping costs when you do that, so it might be something I end up checking out between now and September of 2022. But it seems like this series is only a year away, and if that image is going to be an indicator of what this entire series is going to be like here on Amazon, I think they've got yet another winner on their hands. The story's got to be good, obviously. It's got to kind of tie in with the films a little bit, even though I know it takes place way before The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings series here. But as long as it kind of sticks to that J.R.R. Tolkien lore, I think it's going to be absolutely great. I just cannot wait to check this show out. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. But $500 million, can you imagine that? That is, I think about, if I remember correctly, I think it's what like Avengers Endgame would cost. Because I think they were talking at the time that Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War were about $500 million a piece or so. I'd have to go look into that. But yeah, this looks absolutely incredible. I mean, it looks like, Lord of the Rings. And if you're going to go with Lord of the Rings for an Amazon show, you've got to put out the money for it, obviously, to make it look and feel like the epic, saga that we've watched already in the movie. So I can't wait to see this and get introduced to some new characters and cast members and things like that. I think it'll be absolutely great. All right, let's move on to our second movie news topic here, and that is, of course, going to come to us from the Direct. DC reportedly wants Netflix's Cobra Kai star to lead its live-action Blue Beetle superhero film. This is breaking news as of tonight, and you'll be seeing this the following morning. Warner Brothers is well known for developing plans for movies quite far in advance, particularly within the DC Extended Universe. The DCEU's upcoming slate includes a slew of outings that will forego the theatrical experience in favor of a streaming release, such as the mysterious project centered around Blue Beetle. Having been in development since 2018, Blue Beetle will feature the lead hero Jamie Reyes, who discovered the Blue Beetle scarab before gaining its abilities and a full suit of armor. While the hero was previously seen in the long-running Smallville TV show, this will be Reyes' first time in a starring role as he joins the ranks of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman within the DCEU. There is no timeline for the movie's production or release, although Warner Brothers has enlisted Angel Manuel Soto as its director. Now news has come out regarding the young man who will bring Jamie Reyes to life in his first solo movie. The Wrap revealed that, I'm going to butcher this, Zolo Maraduena, I think that's how you say it, is slated to play the role of Jamie Reyes in Warner Brothers' live-action Blue Beetle film. The Cobra Kai star will play DC's first Latino leading character in the movie, which is currently set to release on HBO Max. Maraduena is quickly building a solid resume with projects like Cobra Kai and Victor and Valentino under his belt. However, this will be the 20-year-old's first time in a role this prominent as the DCEU looks to expand its content with streaming movies. With his Mexican and Cuban background, the Los Angeles native seems to be a perfect fit to bring Jamie Reyes to life in his first starring role after a short run on Smallville Smallville. The biggest questions that remain are how the hero will fit alongside his powered co-stars and how his story will weave into everything told in the DCEU so far. Now that the Blue Beetle has its director, writer, and its leading star, the wait begins to see how Warner Brothers will fill in the rest of the cast and when shooting will get underway. With the movie being so early in development, it will still likely be some time before any more official news comes on this unique DCEU entry. So yes, we just recently got the casting announcement of who was going to be playing Batgirl in the HBO Max exclusive movie over there. And now they're ramping up, production and casting on the Blue Beetle movie that will also be an HBO Max exclusive on the streaming service. So this is nothing but good news. As I've said for a lot of times here on the channel, I'm one of the defenders of the DC universe here on YouTube. And I think that what they've got planned moving forward is looking very, very exciting. Now, obviously, they've had their issues, and who's to say they won't continue to have those issues moving forward? I don't know about that. However, I think the plans and the movies and the film slate and TV series they've got coming up here on HBO Max and things like that, they all look absolutely stellar to me. I like we're getting introduced to new characters such as Blue Beetle and things like that. Now, obviously, if you've seen Smallville, the character did make a short stint over there, but for a lot of people have not seen that series. So they're going to be introduced to this new character on HBO Max and their streaming service coming up here soon, and I think that that's going to be a good thing for DC moving forward. And of course, getting the Cobra Kai star to come in here and star as the title role, I think is nothing but a win, as well as that series is getting great acclaim over there on YouTube, and I think it's on Netflix now if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to this, and I cannot wait to see where they go with it. All right, let's move on to our third topic today, and that of course comes to us from the Direct as well. And yes, so Ms. Marvel, Disney Plus, we now have the best look at Kamala Khan's MCU superhero costume yet. Rumors have been circulating for months that Kamala Khan would be getting new powers for her Ms. Marvel Disney Plus series. Apparently, this new power will be purple light constructs similar to DC's Green Lantern. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to contradict the comics or not. I'm not a big, Ms. Marvel comic book reader, but anyway, I'm interested to see where this goes. However, it's unknown whether this will be an addition on top of her elastic powers from the comics or completely replace them for the MCU. On the other hand, fans were delighted when they finally saw Kamala Khan's costume for the Ms. Marvel series in set photos. Now, a new leak gives fans an even better look at this costume and confirms these new powers. Official promotional material for Ms. Marvel leaked showing Iman Vellani's, I think that's how you say her name, Kamala Khan in her superhero costume and displaying an unfamiliar power as her left forearm is seen surrounded by purple crystallized light. More patterns on the costume can be distinguished along with the costume itself, including some purple accents to match with her new powers, of course. So yeah, I mean, comparing the costume to the comics, the biggest difference between the two is that the design in the comics has long blue footwear, while Vellani's costume boasts red Converse sneakers. Additionally, Vellani doesn't seem to be wearing Kamala's family bracelet unless it's being covered by the light construct on her arm. In the comics, Kamala only ever had elastic powers similar to Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four, so it's strange that Marvel Studios felt the need to give her another set of powers, something it hasn't done for any other character. Is it possible that Marvel Studios has given her this new power to even the odds with Monica Rambeau and Carol Danvers when she joins them in the Captain Marvel 2 film, The Marvels? Yet, has Marvel Studios completely changed her abilities to not clash with Mr. Fantastic when he eventually does show up? That's a good point, because what would be the point of having two people who can stretch out really far at the same time? It would make sense to kind of change this up a little bit, because that way you don't have two people with the same powers. The latter seems ridiculous on its face since it would drastically change the character from the comics though, but rumors seem to point to these new light construct powers having great prominence in this series. Hopefully, it's just an addition on top of Kamala's elastic powers and that those will be confirmed soon. Ms. Marvel is reportedly scheduled to release on Disney Plus in late 2021 or early 2022. Of course, with the Hawkeye show recently getting its release date on November 24th, a lot of speculation now is saying that perhaps Ms. Marvel could get pushed back into early 2022. But we'll just have to wait and see what Marvel decides to do here with the pandemic and things still going on like that. They may have to do some shuffling when it comes to their movies releases and things like that as well. Let's hope not, because I'm excited to see all this. But yeah, in regards to the powers, though, with Fantastic Four and Reed Richards, obviously you got one person who can stretch really far. It makes sense to not have two doing that in the universe. But Miss Marvel, one of her hands, especially, I think, was able to stretch really, really far and get bigger and things like that and punch people. So we'll see if they continue to use that power as on top of this purple construct power that they're using, which I kind of like the idea of a Marvel character having a Green Lantern construct type ability. And I think that this look here with the purple glove or the purple hand brand actually kind of makes it pop. And I love the Converse sneakers, as the article mentioned, because people need to understand Kamala Khan is a super fan when it comes to the Avengers, and in particular Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is her favorite superhero, as she's just, I believe she's only in high school. Either that or junior high, one of the two. She's very young. So, I mean, she's a big fan of the Avengers themselves. And, of course, you know, since she's a big fan of Captain Marvel, that is why she's going to be in Captain Marvel 2, a.k.a. The Marvels. And her show will set up her character and how she's going to get involved with Captain Marvel herself. So I cannot wait to see this. I can't wait to see what they do with her powers and, of course, her new costume. So, all right, with that being said, let's get into our final topic of the video here today, and that, of course, is going to come to us from Deadline here, and this is something I think is very interesting to get into here. Sylvester Stallone, whoops, I hit the wrong button. Sylvester Stallone teases upcoming Expendables 4 with Barney new ring. The upcoming installment of the Expendables franchise has a new ring to it. Sylvester Stallone teased the sequel by posting on Instagram 2 days ago a photo of a golden skull ring with purple stone eyes, assumed to be his character's new lucky ring. He wrote, "Just finished designing the new ring for Expendables 4. It's a little heavy, but it'll definitely put some muscles on your fingertips." Stallone released the first Expendables back in 2010, which grossed a total of $274.5 million at the box office. The following installments grossed a cumulative of $530 million at the box office as well, so it should come as no surprise that a fourth one is actually in the works. The fourth chapter is not confirmed to have a script or a director as of yet, though one can assume Stallone is reprising his role with his bling. For casting, the only current shoe-ins thus far consist of Stallone, Randy Couture, and Jason Statham. Many actors have been rumored to star in the upcoming action flicks, such as Dave Bautista, Robert Downey Jr., and Liam Neeson. So no release date has been yet confirmed. So this movie sounds like it's happening from the way, you know, Stallone posted this picture here of that big bling ring that we saw there. But yeah, but do we need another Expendables movie? I'm not totally sure. Sylvester Stallone, I believe, is 74 years old, something like that. I can't remember his exact age, but he's up there. But he looks better than a lot of us half his age. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, he can still pull off the role, no doubt about it. If you've seen like his Rambo movies or some of the later Rocky films and things like that, or the Creed films, he's definitely always kept himself in, you know, tremendous shape. And of course, these films are absolutely known for getting all sorts of A-list cast from throughout Hollywood, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Bruce Willis, you know, Chuck Norris, you name it, the list goes on and on and on. And there's some names that we have yet to see in the series, like this article mentioned. Maybe we get Robert Downey Jr. in it, or perhaps we could even get, you know, Dave Bautista, who's starting to become a bigger action star as well. And Liam Neeson would be a great role as well. I thought Mel Gibson did a great job as the villain in Expendables 3. And we've obviously, I think Ronda Rousey might have even made an appearance at one point. Terry Crews, I mean, Jet Li, all these guys have shown up in these films. And I think that this will be great to see if we do another one. It's one of those movies you just don't go into, you know, thinking too much about. You just try to have a lot of fun with it. Turn your brain off at the door. Watch a lot of R-rated, gory, bloody action, just like the old Rambo movies used to be way back in the day. And so if they do another one here, I'll absolutely go see it. Now, again, do we absolutely need it? I'm not totally sure, but if they're willing to make another one, I'll definitely go check it out at the movie theater. That's for sure. But the real question here is, guys, what do you guys think about all the movie news I've got here for this video today? Please comment down below and let me know. Are you guys excited for the Amazon Lord of the Rings series coming up? Are you happy that it's finally got a release date? What are your thoughts on DC trying to expand their universe with the Blue Beetle movie coming to HBO Max? Miss Marvel's first look. Are you excited about the new potential powers she may have in the series? Are you kind of bummed that it could get pushed back to 2022? And of course, are you looking forward to Expendables 4? And do you think Sylvester Stallone still has it at his old age? Please comment down below. Let me know. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.